This is Boxing Tickets NI. We're here at the Stars of the Future press conference. I'm delighted to join with Cheyanne O'Neill. Firstly, I want to say obviously congratulations. Obviously, since you've made your debut, you obviously went away and had a child. So, is that your first child you've had?
Yeah, I had a child, bought a house and got married in a year, so...
It's crazy, and what a difference a year can make. But I guess obviously you're returning obviously after being a mother for a first time. Does sort of things feel different to you? I guess you have more mouths to feed now, so you probably get to fight a lot more regularly.
Yeah, of course, well, I'm very lucky, we've been employed in the Defence Forces, but look, it's a different kind of hunger when you've got a family. It's a different kind of hunger when I have a little girl, and it's easy for me to sit at home and to quit, you know what I mean? But I love boxing. Everybody knows I love boxing. So you want to show them that they can do whatever they want, whatever sport maybe, even if it's not a sport. So you don't want them looking at you saying, in a few years, saying, well, Mommy, why didn't you fight? You know what I mean? And saying, no, when I was young, I don't want to be that person. You know what I mean? I could have been.
You're one of these people who just likes to get out there, obviously have a crack at everything and go. I'm very good friends with obviously your sister from another mister, obviously Christina ONeill. She obviously says you're not wise, you're a lunatic. She says the more you get to know her, you'll see what she's like. But it's obviously great to have, probably, I would maybe say where you're really good friends, where you can sort of see that she's pushed, she's obviously got signed with Frank Warren there. You're seeing her fight. Was that probably maybe one of the reasons why you come back as well, to get yourself opportunities like that?
Yeah, look, I'm no Christina since I'm 14, 15 years old, we're very, very close. Christina herself, if you know her personally, she's an inspiration, and everybody can only strive to be like that, and this is my first baby, but Christina has Kiefer, is a bit older than my Riley, so to see her, the hunger when she trained to be a mother, is something you can't understand until it happens to you, do you know what I mean? Because we don't sit down and say, right, after my debut, I'm going to go have a baby. That's not the way things were said. But life happens. Everything happens for a reason, and here we are. And, like I said up there, this is my debut. You know what I mean? I'm going to take the experience of it. To be out there, it was a big crowd, loads of people from home. It was unbelievable. But at the same time, the performance wasn't there. And that's fine, it was my first fight out in a long time. I had a few little issues myself, but no excuses nor anything like that. But you learn from that, and you'll see not a different side of me, but the people that know me will see me, I suppose, if you want to put it like that. I'm not coming to be this Cheyanne 2.0. That's not coming. I'm just coming. You know what I mean?
When you look back sort of at your debut draw, obviously your opponent now, obviously the scalp she's taken since, you could probably maybe look at that and sort of go, when I look back, it's no discredit to draw a fight, it's no discredit to lose, to win, whatever, but she's taken a lot of scalps recently. So when you sort of look back on it, you're going, well, I could have been a scalp there, and that probably maybe could have been the end for you, because we know what boxing's like. If you have a loss sometimes in your record, someone goes, forget about it, I'm not interested. You sort of look back at that and go, this opponent was actually pretty decent. She's probably upset people and probably now thinking twice with boxing. Do you sort of look back and go, well, I've got a draw, there's no... I can build from that sort of.
Yeah, look, a draw is not a loss. It's not a win either, but it's not a loss. I suppose if it was a loss, it'd be a lot harder to come back from. You take a while out. It's hard to motivate yourself to come back. But at the same time, the only thing I can look back, she had a lot of fights. So that's a lot of rounds. When we added up, it was over 100 rounds of boxing in professional boxing, and I was coming into my very first round of professional boxing. And yeah, I have a big amateur career, I have a lot of amateur fights, but it's a different game. It's a different game. To get in there with small gloves, no headgear. You gotta be careful. Not careful, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's just a different game. There's a lot of protection in amateur boxing. You're not going to get as hurt as Jan. You just can't go in there against anybody and start swinging. You have a game plan, and that's to win. And if the knockout comes, it comes. But everybody wants to win and look comfortable, and that's what we're going to do. All I can take from that debut is. But from myself, I can stand here and say I could have done this, I should have done this, but look, a lot of people know me,
Life's fairly changed for you, son.
Yeah, I to be honest, I don't really even think of it. It's back there, you know what I mean? I'm just looking forward to moving on and moving forward and treating this like it's my first outing, you know what I mean? Because I'm home, I'm going to have a big crowd, and at the end of the day, I get to fight, and an hour later I'm home, and I'm going to be home with my daughter. So that's winning alone, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is the start for me, you know what I mean?
There's obviously been a bit of a talk, obviously Caitlin Phelan's obviously returning the card as well. I guess when people are saying people are in the same weight classes, it's only right that people are starting to think of obviously women's history. Obviously I spoke to Caitlin about it during the week. Obviously we know what fighters are they'll fight regardless, but they'd be considered obviously of making history of becoming the first Irish champion. That's something that's music to your ears, isn't it?
Look, isn't that what everybody wants to do? To say that alone, like, you know, I actually have, apart from an elite title, I have every Irish title as an amateur. And that's starting from Girl 4, the whole way up, you know what I mean? To be able to do that as a professional, as maybe the first Irish females to do it, that'd be something alone, you know what I mean? There's talk of people trying to do it, and look, it wouldn't naturally be my way. This way is a bit big for me. But look, if everybody's willing to do it, there's always something you can come and to make it happen. And I know Caitlin a long time, you know, Jesus, a long time. We fought together, we weighed together, you know what I mean, sparred together. We know each other very well, and look, I mean, everybody's willing for it to happen, and it'd be something definitely to look forward to. For the two of us, just get back out first and, you know, show class our skills and hopefully start moving towards something like that.
Yeah, as I was going to say, sort of, you've had obviously, you know, since I think April 2022 was your last fight. Caitlin hasn't fought in 3 years. If people are starting to do this straight away, give you a chance to find your feet and get back into things. Yes, it'd be great to create history and everything else. You know, everybody obviously remembers Katie Taylor for obviously what she's done, amateur and professional. Probably the greatest ever athlete we'll ever have in existence that we all know. But it'd be nice, obviously, to create a bit of history there as well. To go, I'm actually the first, you know, Irish professional champion. You know, that's probably, it's memories for you having a child as well. That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, these are stepping stones, and I actually agree with Jay earlier on. If you can't win an Irish title, or at least, you know, be very, very close to winning one, why are you rushing to Europeans and all this kind of stuff? And, you know, to get out of your own country is hard enough. The talent here is unbelievable. You know what I mean? So you need to prove you're the best where you are. And, you know, and I think that's what's very important. I think that's why I think, you know, everybody coming for these shows, they're absolutely brilliant. When I first fought in April, there was nothing happening here at home, you know, and to think now that they're on nearly every month, it's unbelievable. And this is where you need to, you know, this is where you need to be performing. This, you know, and getting in and getting the rounds and building towards this. You want an Irish title, but you want it at home. You know what I mean? You don't want to go fight somebody for it because they've got some sort of Irish in their bloodline. Yeah. You know, you don't want that. You want to fight two Irish girls, born and bred here, fight here in Ireland. That's what you want. You know, that's nice.
I guess when you were so used to it in amateurs, obviously nearly fighting probably nearly every couple of days, when you're sort of turning pro and you're sort of going, where is everybody? You know, with Jay obviously doing these shows and doing shows, 3 shows in 4 weeks, you could ideally be finished in 2024 with 10 fights. You know, it could go that very quick for you.
Yeah, we're looking to be very active. That's the plan. You know, I know anything can happen, but the plan is, and all staying positive, that we get a very active year, and that should be me building my momentum. That should be me confident. That should be me gaining the experience. You know what I mean? And building me up like the way the plan was. You know what I mean? And doing it right. I've got a great team, you know, training with Joe Ward, Davy Giles.
How's that feeling? Obviously, Joe Ward, obviously probably one of our greatest ever amateurs. Obviously, seen him fighting Letterkenny there before Christmas as well. Like, he's obviously hoping to get a fight date soon, but he's ready to sort of mix it at world level already. But to have someone of Joe's stature in your camp obviously must be inspiring for you as well.
Oh, it's unbelievable. He laughed at me saying this, but he's a very intelligent man. We say that, you know. But yeah, no, look, the experience he has as an amateur, the experience he's gaining now as a pro, you know, he's ready to make big statements in the program, and it's exciting to have him, you know, training me and teaching me, like, just the things he knows and the little things he can see, you know, it's just unbelievable. And, you know, so, like, these lads know me since I'm a small little girl, you know what I mean? Davey, Rory, Joe, like, the first time I went over to Moat Boxing Club, I was like 13 years old, you know what I mean? Like, they know me from, you know, growing up. They've seen me grow up, they've seen me fight everywhere. This is just, they don't need to get to know me. They believe in me, they support me, and we're all really, really working well together, and it's unbelievable to just have that on my doorstep. Do you know what I mean? I work beside it, I live beside it, the club, we're all close together. The experience alone from Joe, that'll make a difference, you know, because he can talk to you when you're anxious, when you're nervous, you know what I mean, or what's coming up. Or this is my first press conference, and I didn't know what to expect. You know, you say to them, what's going on here? Joe talked me through it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's them little experience, especially in the professional game, which is what we're in now. It's to have alone is absolutely brilliant. It's a great team, and I'm delighted to have them there with me. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, it's always great to catch up. I'll be texting Christina on the way home to say we got the interview done now. I think I messaged the other day and I said I'm going to get the interview done for you. She says just watch, she's mad, you know. But obviously can't wait to see you back in action.
Together, me and Christina on an interview.
I think she's actually said she's going to come down for your fight as well. I think she said she's going to come down for your fight, so hopefully keep her away from you until after you fought.
Oh, that's a dangerous one. Two of us together, like, you know, and Lauren Hogan as well. You know, that's one of the best things about boxing. You make friends for life. Them three, we catch up 2 or 3 times a year because life gets in the way, and you would think we saw each other every single day. Poor Jared, Christina's husband, probably his heart is broke when we catch up. But we're mental.
Yeah, but look, it was great to catch up. We'll obviously look forward to seeing you in action on the 1st of March, and obviously a very busy year, and obviously home now, back to the wee one again.
Yeah, that's it. Back home now and pour the bed and then train, and that's the day for me. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? That's winning now. You take granted of them little things, and that's what's important. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. No, listen. Thanks very much for your time. We'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you.